inversion. Okay, with all that technical financial mumbo jumbo, let's move on to some other interesting pieces of news that relate to that last article somewhat. Silver. Silver has apparently surged to over $46.25 an ounce as rumors of a short squeeze in cornering market gain credence. And of course, we see oil selling at about $112 per barrel as the dollar is continuing to be weakened and gas pump prices inched higher. A gallon in Portland is actually higher than the national average of $3.86. It's actually sitting at $3.99 at many Shell stations in town. We actually had to get about $20 of gas. Alex, get out of here tonight.
Yeah. And in Hawaii, it's almost $5 now. So it's in London, it's
folks, feel free to help the cause at any point. All right, so continuing on, this one a lot of you are going to like very, very much. Yes, Obama ran against Bush, but now governs like him. I think you probably would like to read this article starting there.
Yeah.
Silver-tongued?
Silver-tongued, not tongue-tied, a team player on the world stage, not a lone cowboy, a man who'd put a stop to reckless Bush policies at home and abroad. In short, Barack Obama represented change. But that was then. Now, on one major policy after another, President Barack Obama seems to be morphing into President George W. Bush. On the nation's finances, the man who once ripped Bush as a failed leader for seeking to raise the nation's debt ceiling now wants to do it himself. On terrorism, he criticized Bush for sending suspected terrorists to Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, and denying them access to U.S. civilian courts. Now he says, "All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm open." On taxes, he called the Bush-era tax cuts for the wealthy wrong and lately began calling again to end them. But in December, he signed a deal with Republicans to extend them for 2 years, and recently he called for the entire tax cut package good for the country.
Yeah.
Big differences remain between Obama and Bush, to be sure. His two nominees to the Supreme Court differ vastly from Bush's picks, but really, what do they differ? You know, both corporations. Obama does want to end the tax cuts for the wealthy. He also pushed through a massive overhaul to the nation's health insurance system. But yeah, I mean, if you look at all the things he did and the underlying stuff of it, if you look at healthcare, I mean, literally a mandate on healthcare, saying that you and I have to have healthcare or we have to pay a fine.
A fine.
Is that freedom? Is that what you want? Is that the government telling you have to have their health care? I don't think so.
They keep it very personalized. Like basically, it's a tactic that works on people that are by nature selfish.
Yeah.
They're concerned about their own health care, and they think a government that's involved in genocide, genetically modified food, even transhumanism, implantable microchips, surveillance cameras, rape in the Middle East. Yeah, they're going to give you health care. Yeah, you keep believing that.
Yeah.
Now, I have no health care. Very few times in my life have I had any health or dental care. In fact, I had my teeth, well, some root canals done, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And so the people at the bottom are paying a lot more than people that have a job with a little bit of insurance that can take some of the premiums off. But I don't believe it's the government's responsibility to keep me alive. And so we're living in some sort of a pod reality that's not too different than the Matrix, where people plug into some sort of a machine that keeps them alive. We do live in that type of a world where we're very dependent on man's technology to keep all this stuff afloat. That's why we're not very healthy. That's not why we're not as strong as we used to be pound for pound. I don't know if you've noticed, but men used to be, and women, taller 100 years ago, 50 years ago. Right now, you don't see people that look as healthy, people that feel as sexy, people that speak as intelligently as perhaps the previous generation. You know, even in this town, this is something that's not exactly a secret, folks. You try to ask somebody in town for directions somewhere, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or where's this place? I don't know. I don't know. It seems that I hear the words, I don't know, more than I actually hear a response.
Yeah.
to any of the questions that I ask. And, you know, we can speculate. Is it the chemtrails? Is it the stress? I'll tell you, on a heavy chemtrail day,
fluoride.
watch out for drivers around Lloyd Center.
Yeah.
Watch out for drivers on the freeway. Watch out for drivers on 82nd. They're driving like they don't even know where they're going.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a friggin' green light, ladies and gentlemen. There's no one coming, and they're like literally going a mile an hour like they're 95 with Alzheimer's. I mean, you're 30 years old and you're driving across the street like you're 95 years old. Good God, man. Good God, woman.
Yeah, and watch out for the fluoride too.
What's next?
Yeah,
I mean, what is next? Idiocracy. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
There's a film in Idiocracy. It's like a futuristic, you know, dystopian film where the woman, she's in like a fast food ATM, and she's like, she's trying to get her McNuggets through like an ATM that basically it took her money. She kicks it, and the machine gasses her, and she passes out. I mean, it's just like, what is the world coming to? Anyway, do you feel that you live in a world where you have to go out and use your muscles, use your body to get your food, to get resources outside of the dollar system, this fiat credit system? Do you feel prepared to defend the girl down the street if someone attacks her, or if there are bad men, organized crime groups, human traffickers moving in with AK-47s? Okay, do you feel that you're prepared? You don't have to call it a militia, but to connect with other men in the neighborhood that know each other, that have a pact that if something hits the fan, if it goes down, you're going to work together. Yeah. Are you having those conversations with your neighbors? Are you having those conversations with your friends? Do you have a safe house laid out? Do you have a safe spot within the city that say you'll meet? You know, whether you are going to leave the city or stay in the city in a crisis, I think we need to have a lot of people stay in the city when a crisis hits, because we need to have some people fighting for the other good people that are here, being protectors, being heroes. I mean, why not? Why sit there watching Bourne Identity, watching these movies? Name a hero film. Name a hero film. Come on, faster,
Rocky.
Come on. Rocky, a modern one. A modern one. Are there any hero films left? I know there's lots of villainous films.
Yeah, they kind of killed the heroes.
Well, we should refrain from living vicariously through the experiences of others. And that includes you watching this show, living through me. Go, oh, Alex Hansen is covering the news. Thank you, Alex. No. It's about you, my friend, my brother, my sister. It's about all of us. It's not living vicariously through the Libyan revolution. NPR drinking a little tea. Oh, the predator drones are working. Oh, liberalism is going to bring peace to the world.
We're liberating the oil.
We're dealing with racism. Oh, we're dealing with sexism. Oh, we're protecting the women. Yeah. Well, the clamp down on the collective American woman's throat, American man's throat, gets tighter and tighter and tighter. Of course, the Iron Fist is still cloaked with a velvet glove with a diamond ring on it.
Yeah, it's
hit me, baby, one more time, and then you see these themes, and you know you got Till the World Ends. That's Britney's latest. Yeah. Don't even get me started on Kate Perry talking about wanting to get raped by an alien. Just type in ET, folks. Yeah. 12-year-olds are fantasizing about getting, you know what, raped by an alien. Give me your poison. Just like Lady Gaga, give me your poison. They're using the same lyrics. Oh, sure, they wrote this themselves. Sure, Yeah, I also got an island to sell you on the top of Estacada for about $5, if you'll believe that one.
Yeah, like it's you know, Hicks used to say they got these commercials where beer commercials now where they're just, you know, women are just sitting there with a beer bottle right here, and but they say that,
you look at the Budweiser ads in the bar, the girl's head's just cut off. She has no head. Yeah. We're constantly headless women. I mean, check out Michael Tsarian's work. He goes very in depth into this symbolism, how the woman's decapitated, the large breast. Look at these evil goddess women on Fox News. You know, these really strange blue eyes. They almost look, you know, like they don't look like a normal human. I mean, they're deliberately going for these looks that are beyond Barbie dollish. I mean,
covered
it's
in makeup,
wrenches of evil, just drooling over, talking about blood and down dead brown people. But of course, they just want the men to look at the breasts, and people are so just fixated on that crap, and it works. It works. And then the women see other women on TV, they go, we're moving up in the world, Hillary!
Yeah,
the white man and black, the white woman and black man are really moving up in today's world. Yeah.
Yeah, as Orwell said, Orwell looked at it as they were gonna do all this to us, and you know, Huxley looked at it as we were gonna let them do it to us.
Alex,
So
I just want to hear something intelligent from the audience.
yeah, please.
I mean, do you think we're gonna get it tonight? What happened to outside the box audience?
Yeah, I don't know.
You think they've heard too much? Just no. Na 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 503-288-444 2503-288-442. Na na na. I'm sorry. I don't mean to get Bill, you know that DVD I just popped in there? The DVD. Okay, get it ready. And basically, this is 5 minutes. This is well, Earth Day was just a few days ago.
Hitler's birthday.
And yeah, it's just the whole irony of it. Anyway, yeah, I had some extra time. I came into Portland, the sun was shining, and I thought I'd go down and get some vitamin D and see what's going on at 14th and Stark. So we'll take a break. I'll take a breather. You're going to make that phone call, and we'll be back in just a few. Stay with me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's Earth Day, and we're going to the corner of 14th and Southeast Stark. See what our fellow Portlanders are up to over there. Cut. How's it going? Do you think 9/11 was an inside job? 9/11. Inside job?
Yeah, but
the CIA did it.
Relative to what?
Yeah.
TP. Oh, yeah.
It's like tough love. They would help.
Can you tell me a little bit about this?
It's a mobile educational garden. It's brand new, so I'm still.
I always thought this would be a good idea. I've never done it, so I actually set it up.
Yeah, so there's a truck farm in New York last year, and they made a documentary about it. And now, with their help, there's 25 truck farms in 25 cities.
We need to know.
Okay, so what we're doing is we're trying to get Governor Kitzhaber on board to stop the process by opposing this water exchange. Now, Nestle can't use the water as it is. They need to enter into this legal arrangement that's somewhat sketchy, where the water is exchanged with the state agency and the municipality of Cascade Lock, so it can then be sold to Nestle. Actually, I think it's just being given to Nestle.
Right now, what we're trying to do with the campaign to keep Nestle from opening up a water bottling facility in the gorge is it's at the very, very beginning stages. Nestle is asking the Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife and the town of Cascade Locks to exchange water, and that process is currently being it's currently going through the Oregon Water Resources Department, who is going to decide whether or not to grant this water exchange.
Check it out.
Look how paranoid you get, man. Just a thought. Somebody talking about me? What do I do except broadcast? No, I'm just kidding.
You're going on the air.
We saw you walk by, so we were like,
Who's over here?
Yeah, there's the guy.
There weren't that
What do
many
you say,
people. They're self-sufficient and they're sustainable.
Right. Well, the planet can sustain us for now if we do things right. but we have to do it right.
It's all right here, folks. SustainableToday.org as seen on cable access.
That's right.
And now we're going to spend just a little bit of time going over to somewhere I haven't been in a while, Blue Lake Park. We are on Marine right now. Oh, yes. Goes with the music just nicely. You want to zoom in, go from one to the other. Oh, yes. Clear skies.
And yeah, people complain about the rain in Portland a lot. When the sunshine really comes out, everything's blooming. All of a sudden,